Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be Hairy Muppet, and this is the game you have been waiting for since you watched the previous game and you're like, where the hell is the next game? I've been waiting for this for like, I don't know, a few hours. It depends what the difference is between uploading them, but here we go. This is going to be game number 2 of the semi-finals of the DreamHack Open Summer 2013 tournament. It is going to be Jaedong, our red Zerg player, down the bottom right, and up the top right side, it is going to be TaeJa, our blue Terran player. And these guys had a massive battle last game. I mean, you know, we all know that TaeJa loves his Triple M plus Widow Mines, and we know that Jaedong loves his Muta-Ling combination, and they both went for what they loved, but Jaedong doing some awesome damage early game. He managed to get about 20 lings through the barricade that TaeJa had set up. He left the supply depot down a little bit too long when he sent out the Hellions, and the lings just streamed through, caused chaos all over the place. And from there on, man, Jaedong just expanded like there was nobody's business. He got 4th base up by the 12-minute mark, and he did not have to suffer either. I mean, TaeJa just didn't attack. He didn't really go out and pressure those 3rd and 4th bases, because Jaedong was constantly on the harass, man. Lings here, lings there, lings everywhere, and he was constantly hitting TaeJa, constantly keeping him on the back foot, and TaeJa really didn't have a chance once that 4th base came out. He got his 3rd base up, but the mutas came in, and the mutas just wreaked havoc all over the place. TaeJa never got a chance to get the forces up that he needed, because Jaedong just was so out-macroing him, so out-economicing him. he got a better income than TaeJa did, and yeah, it was just absolutely awesome. But here we go, TaeJa, man, going out here, going for a barracks, a bunch of marines, so it's going to be a fairly standard stuff at the start of the game. Jaedong is as well going for some fairly standard stuff. My music has stopped again. I'm not sure why sometimes it doesn't play. It sounds very strange sometimes when there's music not going on. I usually expect to be competing with the music, but I love the music. I love when it's playing in the game because it just makes everything feel so much more epic. Starcraft's always had really epic music, and yeah, here we go, 3.5-minute command center, so that's nice and early. And we can expect a gate to be put up here as well. And if you notice that TaeJa actually builds his gates out of bunkers and supply depots. Now, a lot of players would build them out of barracks and stuff because they say, alright, I need barracks anyway, so I might as well build them up here. Definitely, if you see a 4v4 game, they're always building gates out of barracks. I mean, why not? But yeah, building it out of bunkers and supply depots, yeah, it's good, because then there's no chance that you're going to lose a barracks or some other sort of really important structure that you actually need. But with supply depots, I mean, if you lose a couple of them, really nobody gives a shit. And here we go, command center coming down. This hatchery is already up, so we've got pretty much some standard stuff going on. Not really much to speak of for the first 5 minutes of any sort of game, unless you've got some sort of crazy proxy going on. Few marines, they're just waiting for the bunker to go down, and this gate will start to be put up fairly soon. You can see he did a beautiful timing to get that command center orbital ready to go as soon as he had the minerals, but of course that's par for the course when you are an awesome Zerg player or an awesome Terran player or perhaps even an awesome Protoss player. We haven't seen many of them in this tournament. The only one so far has been Stardust, but he did make it through the quarterfinals. Who the hell did he beat again? I think it was memory. Stardust beat it wasn't Life, I don't think. Oh, who was it? Alright, I'm gonna have to alt tab and have a look. It was Hyun. He beat Hyun. And yeah, Hyun, a very awesome Zerg player, but yeah, Stardust took him out, and Stardust is gonna be the only Protoss player in the top series, the semi-finals. Actually, Jaedong is the only Zerg in the semi-finals. There were like 4 Zergs or something in the quarterfinals, and all but one of them got knocked out. TLO, Life, and Hyun, man, all facing their demise against Terran and Protoss players. Only Jaedong was the only one to make it through, and he was actually playing the other Terran player. But oh, here we go, Baneling harass, man. I was too busy talking about the other games. I should have been talking about this game, but man, a good old-fashioned Baneling bust. when you're up one game, you might as well go for something a little bit crazy, and oh, you didn't see it because the little thing came up and blocked it, but that baneling took out like 20 billion workers, man. And I mean, who expects a baneling bust in a pro level Masters game, man? You don't expect it, man. You expect him to be going for a crazy amount of hatcheries or teching up like there's no tomorrow. And man, baneling bust, man. It's I gotta say, man, if you win the game, then any tactic is viable. I have seen pro level Masters games. Some guy was on the back foot and he cannon rushed the Zerg expansion. He got a pylon and a cannon down really early to take out the very first expansion while it was building, and I mean, why not? He actually won that game because he delayed the bloody expansion with a cannon. So baneling bust, I mean, why the hell not? If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, you've got the ace match to go on to. And Jaedong, man, really showing that he doesn't have to win with a 30-minute macro push with lings and mutas and stuff like that. He can just go for the quick and dirty, cheesy tactics. Okay, I don't know. It's debatable whether a baneling bust is cheesy, man. It probably isn't. Yeah, because it's not really cheesy. And 7-minute, I mean, an early ling rush is cheesy. When does a ling rush stop being cheesy? That's the question, man. Because alright, he had an expansion, so I guess we can say it's not really cheesy anymore. So we'll say it's not cheesy, but yes, it's a very bronzy sort of level tactic. And yes, good on him for just having the guts to say, alright, I'm going to go for something crazy instead of sticking for the safer macro style builds. And it worked. It worked really well. Just completely took these guys out. I'm going to go back and I want to see that baneling take out 20 billion workers, because that was awesome. The thingo will pop up over it, so we'll position ourselves over here so that we can see exactly what happens without the EG logo popping up and just covering it up. Alright, so here we go. This is the baneling, this fat waddling little bastard, and oh yes, there were like 20 workers there, man, and 3 of them survived. Unfortunately, the resources lost don't get updated because the game's already finished, but that thing would have just skyrocketed, man. There was like 1,000 minerals worth of workers that just died. Just horrible, actually, maybe. Sorry, I'm just going to keep going back to this. Well, we'll be able to see on the workers tab. Right there. Okay. I can't go below normal. There used to be like a very slow speed or something like that, but normal is going to be fine. So we got 29, 28, 27, 18. Oh. Okay, so it looks like he took out 10, and then the other 10 just got taken out by random stuff. But man, oh man, that was just absolutely brutal. And yeah, man, TaeJa, he just couldn't face that baneling hit. He left the game as soon as he saw that. Actually, no, he just GG'd. He just GG'd. He was hoping that the baneling would sort of back down if he surrendered. You know, just please, I surrender. Please don't hurt me anymore. Please take me prisoner. But of course, Jaedong, man, no mercy in that guy at all. The baneling continued on, and he basically wiped everything out. And yes, very brutal, very bloody. And well, I don't know, do SCVs, I suppose there's a human inside there, so I suppose they're you'll still be bloody. And yes, very first semi-final matchup between Jaedong from Evil Geniuses and TaeJa from Team Liquid, man. And TaeJa was so strong in the quarter-final versus TLO. TLO is no slouch, man. He is an extremely awesome player, and TaeJa managed to beat him. But Jaedong, man, he's showing that, yeah, I mean, hey, you can beat TLO, man, but it doesn't mean you can beat me. And he just went in there and he just, it was so painful, that baneling hit, man. And this whole tactic, the baneling rush, man, I'm sorry, I'm going to go back again. I want to watch these banelings just take out this supply depot, man, because that was pretty freaking awesome. Go forward a little bit, speed it up. So he manages to get up the wall very fast. So we'll slow it down here. Where are the banelings? They're all being built over here. So there we go. 6 banelings coming down. They don't even have speed. 7 banelings actually. There must be one morphing out right at the back. And here comes all the lings, so it's going to be beautiful timing. And we're going to slow it down again. You can see it's less than a minute from the Terran player being quite happy to the Terran player being quite dead. And here we go. Normal speed. Oh, he gets 1, he gets 2, but the rest of them just go in. And it looks like it only takes 3 baneling hits to take that out. So those Terrans, man, in the bunker, they did a good job getting the first 2 banelings, but, oh man, they could not get the rest. They need like a Gatling gun or an M60 or something inside that bunker, man. Just mow everything down, just yeah. But well, I think we've watched this brutal game quite enough so far. So thank you very much for watching. Congratulations to Jaedong, the Zerg player from South Korea, man, and he is going to go to the grand finals, man. And congratulations to him. And TaeJa, man, damn good effort, damn good. But I gotta say, man, you got completely owned in that second game. And the first game, man, you tried your best, but I think you got owned there. It was close-ish, but I don't think it was. Yeah, I think Jaedong was definitely putting the hurt on TaeJa. Yeah, and there we go. So we're going to be moving on to the second semi-final now. It is going to be Sjo. I casted like 5 games of his so far, or 3 games. I still don't know how to pronounce his name. Someday I'll get enough subscribers and enough people watching these videos that somebody who actually knows how to pronounce it will be able to tell me exactly how to pronounce it, and then I will start saying it correctly. But he is the last non-South Korean player in this tournament. He is from Sweden, where the tournament is actually being cast, and he is going to go up against Stardust, the South Korean Protoss player, man. Stardust very, very strong. Sjo very, very strong. So we are going to actually see a game without a Zerg player in it. It is going to be Protoss versus Terran. I know what the hell is going on. Where are the Zerg? But they're almost all wiped out now. So Jaedong continuing to do it for the Zerg race, though, continuing to push on the grand final, but he is not going to be facing another Zerg. It is going to be either Protoss or Terran, and we're going to find out whether it will be Stardust or Sjo when we get to the other semi-finals, and I will catch you guys there. Thank you very much for watching. This has been an awesome game, and I really enjoyed casting it, and my god, the baneling bust, man. Haven't seen it for so long, but it's obviously still very viable versus a Terran player. Especially since everybody's going macro crazy now. 3.5 minute expansions for Protoss and Terrans, man. And the baneling bust is, yeah, it's like a dinosaur build. But, I mean, when people start going crazy early expansion builds, man, bust out the dinosaurs. Why not? They're obviously still working. And, yeah, enough about this. I'll catch you guys in the next semi-final. This has been xhairymuppet. I'll see you then.